guys, it's Stephanie from My Porch Prints, and today we are going to be making these Christmas shakers. This is from a printable kit in my Etsy shop, My Porch Prints on Etsy. And how these work is you print them out and then cut them, and then you glue them over a CD sleeve like this one. And these come as about 5 by 5 inch, but I printed these on my Cricut machine, which means they shrunk down just a little bit because my Cricut does that to make it fit the space. So these are just a little bit smaller than a regular CD sleeve. And it's a pretty simple concept. We're just going to glue these. Oh, that's my dog Toby. He sees somebody outside. Toby, come. Good boy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just get these ready and glue them over, and then we're going to fill these CD sleeves with some pretty shakers filler. I happen to have Sequins, but they make all kinds of things, or you could just buy some beads or whatever you like for your shakers. So let's get started. To begin with, I'm going to be rounding the corners using my corner rounding punch, and I'll put links down below to all the things that I'm using. And I also have a link to the video where I use my Cricut to fussy cut, and I'll put a link there too if you want to learn how to use your Cricut machine to cut out your images. And this has 3 settings, small, medium, and large. I'm going to use the medium one. And I'm just going to round these corners. And then you can decide what you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and just ink up my edges. And my ink is running out, so I'm actually using oxide for this one. And I'm just going to kind of, you know, give it a little bit of a vintage look, give it a little dimension. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing with the CD case. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But before we do that, you notice this is a pretty big space to fill with sequins, and you're really only going to be seeing a small portion of that. So what I'm going to do is a little trick. I'm going to cut open my CD case by just sliding it along this side here, a really thin little cut, hardly anything at all, sliver, just like that. And I'm going to do that on the other side, just like that. And that's going to make it so we can open this CD case up. And I'm going to kind of shrink the size of the space where we'll be filling with sequins. And to do that, I'm going to use this runner tape. And I'm going to go along both sides, kind of closer to the middle, if that makes sense, and then along the bottom as well. And what that does, put that back together. What that does is it just shrinks up the amount of space that you have to fill with sequins. So instead of filling all the way to the edges, I only have to fill, you know, to here and here. So it's just a little less space that I have to fill. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, oops, and ink around the edges of my CD case. To give it a really kind of antique-y look. Okay, I think I like that. And now we're just going to go ahead and glue this on. There we go. And now we just need to fill it. There we go. And you've got your shaker. not too hard. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tape the back. But if you want, oops, well, if I had some tape, I might. Let me get some of this. But if you want, you could decorate the back as well. It's really up to you. There we go. And you could cover that with some pretty Christmas papers or whatever. It just depends on whether you want the back decorated or not. And it's that simple. And you've got a cute little shaker for your junk journal or a Christmas card or whatever you want to use it for. All right, guys, thanks for watching.